know what thought really scares me? That I think I'm too selfish to have children. There's like one day a week where I want like complete silence. I don't really want to talk to anyone. My husband does his own thing at night. I do my own thing. Like, I just want to take care of myself like one day a week. It's just my day. And when I have kids, if I have kids, that time is gone. The silence is gone. I'm 31. By the time my mom was 31, she already had me and my older sibling. So she already had 2 kids by the time she was 31. I'm 31, turning 32 this year, and I'm like, so I'm a teenager. So I'm too young to have a kid. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm sure there's so many people who are also scared between 30 and like 35 or 30 and 40, and you're just like, do I want a kid? Is the world gonna blow up? Oh my gosh.
At 32, she's obsessed with me time, sidelining her man and pushing kids off for later. Fast forward to 40. Empty nights, silent rooms, and tears she can't admit.
So you know when you're 40 and your love life isn't great because at best your choice in men has been questionable, but you have a friend that's in a similar position, so you don't feel quite so bad about it. And then 6 months ago, your relationship ends, but she meets somebody, which is great. You feel really happy for her because she deserves it. You also feel sad for the loss of your relationship, the fact that you're 40 and single, still with no children. And then a couple of months down the line, you find out that your friend's new boyfriend is moving in. Then you find out that they're engaged, and now you find out that she's 8 weeks pregnant. And you so want to feel happy for her. But inside you feel so sad. Because even though you don't desperately want children, you know that at 40, you're running out of time, and soon you won't have a choice at all.
It's not their wedding, not their baby. It's the average girl they mocked. While she builds a family, they drown in Botox, brunch cocktails, and group chats stuffed with regrets disguised as living free.
Or you could just be with someone who's on your level.
But why?
There's that too.
Like why are you guys so obsessed with being like, oh, I'm average, why don't you pay attention to me?
Well, because this is what's leading to unhappy women later on in life. Like,
no, where are you getting these stats from?
Well,
women enjoy being single.
Yeah, it
like,
is.
women are very happy being single. Like, why do you think they're not
You're
going
actually
into relationships?
very unhappy being single. You might be happy
like
right now when you might be happy right now.
now.
You might be happy right now when you're in your prime. When you're in your
Okay.
prime, you might be happy, but
then-
later on in life, you're going to want to have a companion. You're going to want to have someone.
How do you know that? Actually, a lot of
Because
women are getting older, staying single, and
Well,
just getting fucking hobbies
they've
over
done
men.
the demographic of people that are on the most antidepressants are women in their like 40s to 50s or something like that.
Too stubborn to shut up and actually listen, too fragile to handle reality without crumbling. So instead, they scream, deflect, and point fingers while sinking deeper into their own chaos.
8 out of 10 women who are childless didn't intend to be childless. It's called involuntary childlessness. Around about 10% of women are physically incapable of having kids for a variety of reasons. 10% said that they actually didn't intend to have children, and that leaves a whopping 4 out of 5 who didn't have children due to life circumstances. That's the most common reason for it, and the most common life circumstance is leaving it too late to find a partner and then have kids. You break through that fertility window on the other side. These women who get into their 40s, who always intended to have a family, who realize that they now can't, they go to support groups, and these women are grieving for families that they never had, which is just brutal. Like, to think that you can grieve for something that didn't occur.
Feminism sold them the dream: degrees, careers, bags, and endless freedom. Now, many sit in support groups crying over children they never had.
I've waited for my husband for so many years, and I'm just getting mad, and I'm about to turn 40. There's a lot of stress on me right now.
The husband, family, and stability they thought would always be waiting? Gone. Reality replaces the dream, and regret settles in when it's too late to turn back.
I'm gonna say something very controversial, but motherhood is a scam. Too many women have been lied to and deceived by society about motherhood. Everyone is celebrating being a mother, it's secret, it's divine, but no one has told women how hard motherhood actually is. I'm not a mom, but I'm a daughter and a friend to many other women. I have seen my own mother and a lot of my other girlfriends sacrifice their lives to motherhood. So my best friend just had a daughter 2 months ago, and she told me, Jessie, I know you don't want kids. If that's your plan, stick to it. Don't change your mind. And mind you, my friend actually got support. So when the baby was born, for the first month, she got a nanny living with them, taking care of the baby 24/7. She didn't have to lift a finger except for feeding the baby. And now her husband's parents are living with them, cleaning, cooking. She doesn't need to do much, but still, she told me it's exhausting and her body is starting to have all the low problems. And not even to mention, she lost a great career opportunity because of this. So my friend works in this big Chinese company, top tier in the industry. Her boss really values her because my friend is really good at what she does and she's ambitious. So her boss wants to send her to the US to manage the North American business. So she only needs to stay in the US for 2 to 3 years and then return back to China. Immediate promotion to higher leadership position. So basically the rest of her life is set. You know, you don't need to work hard anymore. You can just lay back, chill, great money, easy life. And now all of that is gone because you can't just leave your newborn baby and go to the US. And my friend told me her daughter is the best thing ever happened to her. She loves her so much. She wouldn't trade anything in the world with her daughter like all the other mothers. But still, she told me, you know what, being child-free is kind of nice. So
Independence turns hollow when silence is all that's left. They mocked family and stability, yet crumble under the loneliness they proudly created.
Our parents' generation, like, they would settle down with their high school sweetheart. They would start having children at 23, which paused the female from going to get an education. Like, these days, like, we are free as birds to do whatever the hell we want.
Relationship, it's all fun, fine, and dandy at the beginning. It seems like she's the one who's living it up. Oh yeah, I relinquished my energy from this man. Finally free again. The streets are glad to have me back. They think the grass is greener on the other side. They get a bench, look over the fence, it's dust. She's watching her single friends who don't have any commitment, and they're being influenced by all these other women. Now you say that you were lacking the fun, you were lacking the excitement out of the relationship. You decide that you're going to take a step back and go and be out there in these streets. And now they're looking at you as a sneaky link. They're looking at you as a fun time. And now here you are, it was your idea, and you've given somebody else the opportunity that you are now looking for, which you already had.
That better life you thought you were chasing, it's ashes, sweetheart. Newsflash. The world doesn't spin around your ego or your bad decisions. Karma came knocking, and this time, it's dragging you by the hair.
I hate when it's a really good guy trying to be in your life, but you know he would make the perfect side nigga.
They don't want Peter Parker unless he got the symbiote, then they cry he is toxic. No winning with these women, guys.
Listen, men, so don't I say, keep scrolling. Right, I'm going to be a bit fucking brutal with this post, I think. Right, guy sent me a story. Single mother of 2 he took on for 10 fucking years. One was 3, the other one was 6. She was a stay-at-home mum, and he was the breadwinner. He said he worked all the hours, 6 days a week, 7 days a week sometimes, so he could provide absolutely everything and have the luxuries that he thought they deserved. Holidays, you name it, everything. So, now the kids are in their teens, she wanted to go back to work. So what she's done, she's gone back to a full-time job. Guess what? She's fucked him off. The usual, my feelings have changed. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. Now, this is what I keep saying is, single mothers have plans for themselves and their children. You're just collateral damage. Right? I'm not going to say all single mothers like this, but there's a high percentage that are. If you want your own family, guys, have one yourself. Have children with somebody else, because all you're doing is renting somebody else's fucking family. It's an instant fucking family, the pay-as-you-go family. And then at the end of the day, you're not going to get hurt as much because you're bringing up other people's fucking children, and they're not going to be loyal to you. 3 months down the line after you split up, you could be the cash cow in the fucking family. They think you're the dog's bollocks. You know, you was everything. But as soon as you're out of that family environment, they don't want nothing to do with you anymore, hardly. You do get some good stepkids out there. And I know quite a few guys who've got stepkids, and they'll still see them to this day, even though they're not with the mother. But a high majority are. They don't give a fuck about you no more. Their loyalty is left at the fucking front door when you fucking left. They won't be ringing you or nothing like that. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But if you want a family, have your own. Don't get a fucking ready-made one, because at the end of the day, you'll be walking out fucked when she gets rid of you and you've leveled her up. And what have you done it all for nothing? You just raised someone else's fucking kids for fuck all.
That's the price of renting a family instead of building one from scratch. She milked your loyalty, drained your effort, then traded you in without a blink.
I didn't want a really nice guy when I was 24. Right? And so I ended things. I went back on the scene. I mean, things worked out. I got married. Right? But relatively speaking, if things didn't work out, and I said to myself, you know what? I do want a nice guy. I do want someone who's stable. I do want someone who's loving. Now that I'm older, I'm more reflective. I know you don't believe in older, but...
By older, she means more experience, more partners, more trauma, more baggage. You get the point. It's not a place of sincerity, though. The principles are based off selfishness, self-serving.
Right. Now I'm older, I'm more reflective, right? I could say I've now changed my mind and I want to reconsider this. Now, whether or not he wants to give me a second chance, I would say he'd be dumb for doing so. But for me...
Let's just say your girl cheat on you and you take her back. She's not gonna respect you from that moment on. And she's gonna keep cheating on you also. That's pretty much what this means, just breaking it down on a different scale.
To go back because I was the one who left. He was a good person. What I wanted has now changed.
Well, what if he wanted change too?
And now he don't want me?
Yeah.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Your options shrink by the day, and reality doesn't care about your feelings. Time doesn't wait, and neither do men with choices.
At that time, like, I just thought that he was just boring and he didn't want to do nothing. He only wanted to go to church. He didn't want to go out or travel or do anything that I wanted to do at my young, tender mind, at my young, tender age.
Men don't need headaches after grinding all day. They need relief. If she brings chaos instead of calm, she ain't a partner. She's a liability. Let her run to the streets. That's where noise belongs. Peaceful women get wifed. Drama queens get recycled.
He was the one that was doing everything wrong. He was the one that hurt you. He was the one that broke you. He was the one that was the abuser. He was the one gaslighting. He was the one manipulating. He was the one with the false allegations. You didn't do anything? Really? You abused him. He's the victim. You treated him like fucking shit. You treated him worse than a dog. You treated him so badly that you have forever changed that man. And you are taking no responsibility. See, you thought that you could keep gaslighting. You thought you could keep manipulating. And then he started realizing what the fuck it was you were doing. You started turning people against him. He started to question himself. He started to think that he was the fucking crazy one. When all along, you were manipulating the motherfucking shit out of him. And all along, you were the narcissistic asshole of an abuser. And you knew what you were doing. And he won't be the last one. And you'll do it again.
Women like this will keep repeating the cycle until confronted and held responsible. It's brutal, but it's reality.
If you can't answer to the man who you having a baby for, you can't answer to nobody. 80% of y'all ain't even married to the man you're having a baby with, so you ain't answering to him.
Yeah, but a lot of black men out here broken. They are. And I'm not saying they not.
Stop.
They not, I'm
Stop.
being honest.
Stop.
I love black
Stop. Stop. That is another of those classical, typical deflections.
No,
what does a broken black man have to do if you don't let him inside your womb? Thank you. You're making babies with crazy men and broken men. Don't ask for it, and if you do it, you take all the smoke that comes with it. You can't argue that. Do y'all want to sit around and talk about the black man? This is on y'all.
Yeah, but it's different because we actually don't want to give up on black men. We love.
If you open your legs and make a choice, you own the consequences. No excuses. Instead, it's always someone else's fault, never theirs. Complaining about men while refusing responsibility is the definition of hypocrisy. Stop pointing fingers and start owning your decisions. Thanks for watching Manhood. If you want access to exclusive episodes and want to support the channel, hit that join button and become a member. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if it hit home. Drop your stories and thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. See you tomorrow.